Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you can't tell, I'm still sick. That felt on purpose, but it wasn't. I took too deep of an inhale and it made me cough. So what I gotta do is clean up all of this and whatever is left on the table right here under you, which I'll also position the camera for, well, phone. But yeah, doesn't matter that I'm sick. I still gotta clean all that up. My idea is, all I'm gonna do is, I'll keep this motherboard separate from this housing, and I'll screw in the proper screws where they're supposed to be in here, by hand, so I don't accidentally strip them more, or anything similar. Oh boy. Now I just gotta figure out where they go. So, I probably do know. Probably. Just realized I didn't turn on this light, I only turned on the surrounding lights. I'll take care of that in a minute. Screw. And I'll keep this ribbon cable in here. Ion, yes. To be fair, not removing this I/O board means I lose two USBs, one of them not working, so not too bad, and a headphone jack. To be honest, on computer, I didn't really use the headphone jack much. I do, however, have the not Galaxy, whoops. The Apple earbuds plugged into my computer via USB-C. Even though I have a headset, Razer headphones, for audio, they are garbage. So I use the Apple earbuds for the microphone. And I gotta tell you, for 20 bucks, they are not bad. They're not the most comfortable, that is guaranteed, but they're way better than most Bluetooth headphones when it comes to the microphone anyway. So yeah, not bad. USB-C, which I really like because that makes it compatible with a lot of my gadgets nowadays. And also I have a USB-C female to USB-A male adapter, which means I can comfortably use that adapter to plug into a normal USB port with these USB-C headphones, which is nice. Not bad at all, The battery I'm also probably gonna take with me, and the motherboard. I could probably make like a 3D printed casing for it or something. I'm not sure. I'll be real with you. I'm not sure what I can even do with this laptop. I mean, I can put 32 gigs of RAM in it, which is the max this CPU can support, which is not bad at all. Especially considering, if I turn off the GTX graphics, then it'll rely on the RAM for, the integrated GPU. It's in the CPU. And because it's dual channel, that guarantees it's going to be maximum bandwidth and not half the bandwidth. Which, still better than what Asus did. You know what they did? They gave me a single stick of 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Then I was like, hell nah. Not only is that not enough RAM, because the integrated GPU steals 2 gigs on its own, so you only have 6 gigabytes on Windows, minus whatever Windows needs. It's like 1 to 2 gigs for Windows 10, if you're lucky. That leaves you with 4 gigabytes of usable RAM. Unless you go Linux, of course. But yeah, that leaves you with 4 gigs of usable RAM, which sucks a lot, genuinely. So I was like, hell nah, you know what I'm gonna do? I will upgrade it to 32 gigs, which I have right here. You know, pretty good, worth the money. It was like $80, which in the 2020s, 2021, or somewhere around that timeline, maybe even 2022, but that's a bit late, is not a bad price. To be fair, this computer was a big upgrade over my MacBook Air. Only problem was the screen was kind of crap. It was bigger, a bit higher resolution, but the colors were so washed out that an old Samsung monitor I had at the time was leagues ahead. Leagues ahead. Alright, I think this is done. Of course, I'll have to take the motherboard, the keyboard with the motherboard because it has the power button on here. So if I don't, I can't even turn it off. So yeah. That's what I got. And this stays here, just in case. Just in case we ever need it. Sorry. Bam, I can just carry it like that. Easy peasy. Same with the fan. Howdy howdy ho. Alright. PlayStation 3, that means it stays here. Oh! Ah, yes, this was for the mouse, which doesn't work. Not even kidding, the mouse just stopped working. And yes, I've changed the batteries. That did not help. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. Probably because it was like $5. So, it's not from AliExpress, it's from my country, $5. So, you already know it's gonna be a hell of a time. And not the good kind. Alright, it's not coming out. Oh, it actually worked. No way. USB, I think, goes here. Or not, maybe it's the other way. No. Oh, it's sideways. I guess? Maybe? No. The other way. Oh yeah, that's a bit more stable. Still rattles, but it sounds so different. Even when I try to like click down as similar as I can to the other side, just a little bit different. I know, and I'm an old lady. Imagine me in my prime. I would have destroyed you. Peek through. Oh wow, that's quality. That was like that even before, but I just never noticed. Alright. Probably destroy that outside when I can go outside without getting sick, or if that's even possible. Empty gum packet. It smells like nicotine patches. And the reason why I know that is because every now and then a classmate gives me a whiff and I'm like, nah bro, I'm gonna pass up on that offer. I mean, I don't get it. It destroys your gums. And I've already had a lot of like dental work because when I was a kid, I broke this tooth. So then I had to go to the dentist. They, you know, put fake tooth on it. And then sometime later, a friend bumped my bottle, like on purpose, trying to make me spill. But instead of like bumping it like this, they bumped it like that. And it broke my tooth. And then my mom was like, oh no, you know how relieved I was when they told me it wasn't because you did something bad, but it was actually just your tooth. Girl, if you don't. It wasn't even high school. Of course I'm gonna goof around. But yeah, a lot of work has basically been put into this. So even my gums. Yeah. Even my gums need a bit of work because I don't have any fake material in this tooth anymore. It's just real tooth. You can tell it's a little shorter, but still, it's a little. And that's also one of the reasons why I don't want to do nicotine patches or nicotine at all. I just don't see the point. It's like, yeah, look at me. I'm nicotining it. To be fair, there was a time when I was really stressed and I just wanted to see if smoking would help. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. It's not what he would want. You know? Same goes for weed, getting crazy drunk, you know, blackout drunk, or drunk to the point you don't even know what you're doing. You can still enjoy a beer or some wine, just don't get blackout drunk or something. You know? Just, you know, have a drink or two, that's fine. Just don't go overboard. Type of deal. This is from the laptop. I'm gonna keep this here. Because to be fair, it's always been here. It only ever became a problem when it was on that table. I don't know, I'm gonna put this in my pocket. I didn't know if you could tell or not because the light back there is blinding me every time I even look. Sorry, towards that direction. I'll put this for later. This is staying because it's for the Wii U. And probably for the Switch too, to be honest. What's this? A random jar. I don't know if this is mine or not, but it's here, so I'm gonna open it. Yeah, there's nothing in here, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. It sounds old though. Wait, maybe there is something. It's a folder. Dang. Yeah, it's just an empty folder, like built into the book, notebook. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna just put this on the side. Oh yeah, I still gotta grab the laptop charger and my HDMI cable. How many watts is this chunky boy? To be fair, it's very lightweight and slightly smaller than my power brick, but still, how many watts do you do? Oh god, it's crappy numbers. 19 volt times 6.32 amps. I am not bothering with calculating that. I'm just gonna grab my calculator. Alright, so 19 times 6.32. This is only 120 watts. And it's like 20% smaller in size than my power brick. However, it is noticeably lighter. I mean, it weighs nothing, so I'll give it that. It is way bigger though, like value-wise. Mine does 300 watts, my laptop brick. This is only 120, and it's like 20% smaller. But it does like 40% of the power, maybe less. It's guaranteed less than 50. Guaranteed. Yeah, I'll give you my guarantee. I gotta dig deep now to get the cable for that. Wow. Alright, where you at? Oh boy. Which one of the masters is it? First try. This was a little too thick, so I had to pull the, I don't even know what it's called. I guess coffee table, or I don't know, TV table, TV desk. But yeah, I had to pull it a bit towards me so I could actually pull it down. It's short though, look at that. That both saves in money and the amount of resistance there is when electricity flows through this. The shorter it is, the easier it is. I mean, you probably know that, right? If I walk to just that, you know, the left corridor, that will be way easier than having to walk all the way down there. That makes sense. If it's thicker, it's also usually either more material or just better protected. I can't really make signs with my hands that don't look weird, so that's a shame. But yeah, we finished. Not bad. If I didn't record, it'd probably be half the time, but oh well. And now we got all this. I also gotta take that broken blender with me. Has anyone ever tried to blend actually, no, it has a battery inside. Hammer. But yeah, this is all we got. The rest is staying in there. This is also coming with me. Good old Samsung USB-C adapter and a Wi-Fi adapter. With Bluetooth. With Bluetooth, by the way. That's actually pretty good. I mean, not gonna lie. Having 2-in-1, that's nice. Alright, I'm gonna have to toss this over me. And what I meant by that was this. Oh, it actually works. It's light enough that all this cable over here keeps it on me still. Okay, no, it's starting to slip. Alright, come here. This is gonna be our backup. Watch this. Other way, good. Good thing we checked, right? Alright, and now this goes the other way. And look at that, we got a we got a charging fanny pack. It actually works. It's staying on. It's goofy as hell, but it's staying on. There we go, now there's basically nothing in the front, more in the back. The rest of the stuff I'm gonna have to grab by hand, so wish me luck. Oh, masterclass, peak cinema, whatever else nerdy Gen Z slang there is. I did it.